Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew. I'm an alcoholic, and today, by the grace of God, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I could not be any more grateful. Tonight, if you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, you want to come down to the Crosstalk meeting, Crosstalk Tuesdays, tonight at Pea Ridge United Methodist Church, located at 5747 East Pea Ridge Road in Huntington. 7 o'clock tonight. If you've never been to a Crosstalk meeting, I'm pretty sure, pretty safe bet, it's unlike any meeting you've ever been to. So come on down and join a bunch of like-minded individuals, a bunch of drunks and drug addicts sitting around, drinking some coffee, some with sugar, and just having a hell of a good time. So I want to talk this morning about that purpose that I was lacking. Yesterday, I briefly alluded to it. You know, I was very insecure about myself. I didn't love myself. I didn't think I was good enough. I was worthy enough. And to expand upon that a little bit further, I drank because I had my own feelings of inadequacy. I didn't feel like I was good enough. I didn't feel like I was good enough for me. I remember not feeling important, not feeling like I had a purpose in life. I felt like an outsider, an outcast, really. I felt like I just could not fit in. And like I said yesterday, it was a feeling of inadequacy or of insecurity, but it's also a feeling of inadequacy. You know, even the folks that I was close to, I still didn't feel good enough. I felt like I had been lied to my whole life, even unintentionally, of course, but even by my own parents. See, my parents they always told me, God's got great things in store for you. God's got good plans. He's got all these great plans for you. God wants the best for you. He loves you. And I'm not here to get religious by any means. I am the last person on the planet to get religious. But even in my mind, I remember at a young age going, okay, well, God's got plans for me. He's obviously got a purpose. But wait a minute, the pastor in the pulpit is telling me that God hates me. So how does that work? And so I spent, growing up, even through my formidable years, my teenage years, and into my early 20s, I wasn't seeing this plan, this great things that God had in store for me, this divine purpose, if you will. Don't get me wrong, He blessed me, no question about that. But I just could not see this divine purpose. How was I supposed to make an impact in other people's lives whenever I couldn't even impact my own life? And it was troubling for sure. God had a path for me. Let's be very clear. God had a path for me. The problem was, He had it all mapped out even. He had the maps, the road maps, the path, everything. He even had the estimated time of arrival. The problem was, I was a son of a bitch driving the car, and I never bothered to ask Him for directions. That was the problem. And so, of course, I missed my purpose. I missed that divine purpose that He had in store for me. And I spent years and years and years, which ultimately led to me feeling inadequate, feeling that I had missed out on something important, something big I was supposed to do, some sort of huge impact I was supposed to have on somebody's life. I missed out on it because I was the one driving the car. Now, granted, I didn't realize all this until after I got sober, but I drank. I drank because of that feeling of inadequacy, because I had no purpose in my life, or so I thought. Not until I came into the rooms and began the program of action of Alcoholics Anonymous, working that 12-step program. See, that taught me that I hadn't been loving myself all those years. That taught me that, hey, we've got to clear away the wreckage of your past so we can start anew, so we can start and rebuild you from the ground up. And I've said this many times. It took me like 6 months before I realized that my biggest problem was the fact that I just didn't love myself. It took me 6 months to realize that I just didn't even love myself, who I was. And thank God for those 12 steps, because it taught me that, you know what? I'm not a bad guy. I do have good intentions. I do have a good heart on me. And I do, more importantly, I do have a purpose in this life. And I found that purpose. And that's sharing with you guys. That's sharing with anybody who's willing to listen. Anybody who needs that inkling, that little inkling of hope. And they're willing to listen. That's my purpose. I woke up this morning and we're on a group text thing, and McCormick and everybody, Eric, And then Dorinda finally popped in. I was like, my day is complete. I can have a great day today because these folks are checking in with me. They're talking to me. They're checking in on me. Let me be clear. They're checking in on me, right? And I have a purpose. I get to help people. I get to help my friends. I get to help the people closest to me. I get to help people who are not that close to me. I get to help people. Talk about a purpose. Man, what could be greater than that? Watching somebody come into a crosstalk meeting, going, this isn't the room for me. And then an hour later, they're going, shit, this was fun. When are you going to do this again? And that's happened more than once, I assure you. Talk about seeing that light going off in their eyes going, these fuckers are sober? They're clean? How? How are they having this much fun? They see it. And then they go, man, I want what they got. It's the same thing I did whenever I walked into a room and I met my sponsor, my grand sponsor, and everyone else, all these people. They had something I wanted and I got it. And they gave it to me for free. And now I get to return the favor and give my happiness away to others to help inspire and encourage and uplift others. That's your purpose today. You may not realize it. Not yet, but give it time. We'll get you there. I promise you. Put down the needle and start picking up your friends. Put down the bottle and start picking yourself up. You have a purpose. And like I said, I have a bunch of friends that if you don't know what your purpose is, if you haven't figured that out yet, give it a shot. Find a 12-step program. Find something. There is something out there for you. It doesn't have to be AA. It doesn't have to be NA. There's something out there. Just don't give up. All of my friends, they have participated in many different ways of getting sober. You know what? They've successfully demonstrated that those ways work just as well as this one way or that one way. If you're questioning your purpose, reach out. I got a bunch of friends, myself included, I'd be more than happy to share with you how we got sober, how we got clean, and give you that little bit of hope, healing, and restoration. With that being said, I'll let you guys go. I hope you guys have an absolute kick-ass Tuesday. Again, tonight's Crosstalk meeting. If you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area, come on down and check it out. Pea Ridge United Methodist Church at 7 o'clock. If you're not local to the area, you can join us this Saturday night at 9 o'clock on Zoom. Yes, 9 o'clock on Zoom. We have a Crosstalk online Saturday nights at 9 o'clock. You can go to recoveryclassroom.org/XTO or just type in recovery or type in crosstalkmeeting.org. It'll bring you right to the connection page and all that stuff. So we got it all set up for you. Folks, thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative, and I know my family appreciates it as well. We'll be talking again soon. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.